Today we're relaxing by the lake with Carol, a QHS member whose life journey is as refreshing and inspiring as a day spent by the water. But what currents guided her to where she is today? Let's take a peaceful stroll through her story and see what's been happening behind the scenes.
My name's Carol, and I just am here to just share a little bit of my background. And I have, I was born and raised in Texas, and I live on a lake up in the Panhandle of Texas now, and love it. Have a wonderful life. Raised as a child, spending my summers in Houston with my grandparents. My grandfather was a pharmacist, and he was a custom compounding pharmacist. Of course, that was the norm back then. And one of my jobs in the summer was to put all the little capsules in a thing that's like an egg carton, but pill size, and then put the powder in it, cap it, and then you pull all the pills out, put them in a bottle, and you scrape the powder back into the jar it came out of. So, and we did it at the fountain because that was the clean spot. So it was kind of fun at 8, 9, 10, 11, that age range, filling the capsules. That was always one of my things that I enjoyed doing. And working at the soda fountain, of course, I didn't get to do a lot of things. And, it was long enough ago that the Iceman would come in. I mean, that really makes me sound old. But anyway, the Iceman would come in with a block of ice, and we would chip it for the ice to go in the drinks. It wasn't bags of ice being delivered. It was a big old block with the tong thingies. So my mom was a school teacher. My dad worked as a civilian worker here at the air base. And I am an only child. So I didn't have that thing of having brothers and sisters. And people would go, when I was a teenager, they go, well, so what if you get grounded? That's no big deal. Let's go do such and such. I'm going, you don't understand. When you're grounded, you have brothers and sisters to talk to play games with, to do things with. I have no one. I'm in solitary confinement. So I said, no, I will not get grounded. My parents were pretty strict. Mother was a first grade school teacher, and Daddy was of German background. So it was like, sit up straight, toe the mark, don't do anything wrong, So that's my background. I'm married. I have 3 boys. They're grown now, and they're 3 years apart. And I would go to parts of the country, and they'd say, were you born in the church, or have you always, did you convert? And I'd come down here, and people would go, so were you raised Catholic? So that's just a little tidbit about, because I did that. They're a year apart, like 13 months apart. So yes, they're all grown now, and spent many years in the health and wellness field. And I guess I liken it back to my grandfather and all of that. But I want people to be healthy. My dad had broken his back when I was 2 months old. And that caused him to have some health issues. Crushed his ankle, broke his back, and some different things. And so he was kind of in and out of the hospital some. He did not eat properly, so that added to some of that. But then my husband broke his back at a work injury. He was 39 when it happened. And they tried to rehab him. He was literally broke his back, broke the vertebra. And then when the insurance people tried to say, oh, he's not really hurt, he's just faking it and stuff like that, the doctor literally said, I held his back, his vertebra. And after about 10 years, we couldn't find good help, reliable help. And so he went on and retired on full disability because he couldn't do what he had done. And you're young at the time, very young, but we enjoy life with our kids. We homeschooled. And so that was one of the really good things, that they could know their dad. They could be with him. They could, do things around the house that I needed help with, because they were like preteen, young teen. I think our oldest was 12 or 13 when he got hurt. So that led me more down the path of health and wellness. And I've got different machines that I've used before. I've been into frequency for years, actually. Have some of the technology that was built on the life model, some things like that. And when Keith was so ill, sick, whatever, I had my own business too. We both had our own businesses, and I had a model and talent agency. And so, I would, share things with my kids, and I really encouraged them to drink their water and to stay hydrated. And so that's kind of, there's my background. And it was through a company. I'm not one to jump company, but I have companies that I've been with for years, but there's like one or two things that I really like. But there was a company, and it's called Limu. I don't know if I can say that on here or not, but and I met a woman, and she and Gary founded it. It's an amazing product, and it literally got my husband off the walker. And we even had a wheelchair out in public. He was on 23 medications at that time, from the back break, and then to 2 different heart attacks and a cardiac bypass. Those were caused by the pain. And so this particular product got us, and other things that I did, but that got us off a lot of the drugs. 2 of them were compounded to the tune of $1,000 a month out of pocket. And so, like I said, I'd been searching for years, searching for remedies and helps and anything. Helen one day reached out and said, "Carol, you need to look at this." And we weren't close friends, but we were back and forth, praying for each other and stuff. And anyway, she said, "You need to look at this. I found something that I'm interested in." And the one thing it said in the beginning is you can't use the other, that type of frequency. Like, ooh, okay. But we have been using these products. I honestly don't remember what year. I want to say 21, 22, and started with this bulky black machine, and then a sleeker one, and now one that can come over your phone. And we've seen more and more results as we've gone on. They've been very mild in the beginning, and the results have been getting more dramatic with each upgrade, each new machine. Now the one that's an app on your phone, and we're seeing some really impressive changes in our bodies, both of us. For mine, I'm sleeping great, so much better. I'm having lower pain. I work very hard because we also have a homestead. So we have chickens and ducks, and not just one chicken pen, 3 separate pens, and so lots of those type things that Keith is not able to lift and such. He had some health issues in 23. It started in the fall of 23, and so he's not allowed to lift heavy things and stuff. But I, at my age, am loading 50-pound bags of feed into cans, and that doesn't typically happen at my age. So anyway, I feel very, very blessed And I know God's power, but that is something. I mean, it's something we don't miss. My husband's not real technical, and so in the mornings I go put this touch on him, and in the middle of the day while he's doing whatever, and then again at night, and I sometimes don't think it's serving him, but we use it regularly, and I'm really excited. I haven't yet, but excited to try it on my computer and see how that works for me. So it's been a ride, and I thank Cynthia and Dr. A and all of the support team and staff and stuff that do all of this and that are bringing this to us. It is so exciting, and I look forward to more improvements each and every day, because I'm not there yet. I'm not there. I have a couple of serious things that I'm dealing with, that I'm fighting in my body, and that I know this. I know that it's being rectified, and I know who started all of this.
Join us on the Prequel, where every story matters and every voice is heard. Because here at QHS, we're all about healing, learning, and growing together.